Shalom. This week's Torah portion, Lech Lecha, speaks of the courage, the faith, and the willingness to break with inherited modes of thinking, qualities we so admire in our ancestor Abraham. We read in Genesis 12, verse 1, "The Eternal One said to Abram," that is, Abraham before he became Abraham, "Go forth from your land, your birthplace, your father's house, to the land I will show you. I will make of you a great nation, and I will bless you and make your name great." There are junctures in history when making a clean break with the past is absolutely necessary in order to go forward. At the end of last week's Torah portion was Noah, we read that Abraham's father, Terach, started on that journey toward Canaan, that journey toward the promised land. But he only got part way. He got to the city of Haran, and he settled there. We read, "Then Terach took his son Abram and his brother's son Lot of Haran and his daughter-in-law Sarai, and they all left Ur of the Chaldeans to go to the land of Canaan. But they got as far as Haran and settled there." The rabbis of old indicate that Terach was an idol maker, a profession by which he made his living, probably a comfortable living. But here's the thing about Terach. He did not believe in the power of idols. There was some sort of spiritual awakening in Terach that led him to believe that idolatry was not only incorrect, it was wrong. There was something even evil about it. But he did not have the courage to violate the cultural and religious norms of his time. His spiritual awakening did not translate into action. He did not have the moral conviction to denounce idolatry because, after all, it was financially rewarding for him not to do so. He started off on a journey. He had the spiritual awakening, but he could not finish that journey. He could not complete that journey, which required him to take the necessary actions in his life. It would be a journey that only his son Abraham could complete. The contrast between Abraham and his father Terach is striking. Terach traded his beliefs and his values to make a living. Abraham's nature was such that his beliefs and the way he lived his life had to correspond to each other. Life's circumstances often require us to make compromises, to find a balance between our ideals and our need to survive socially, politically, and economically. But here's the question: how far do we go in making those compromises before we betray our essential values? This is a question every generation must ask itself. This is a question that every individual must ask him or herself from time to time. Well, I hope that you will read this week's Torah portion and come to your own conclusion. Shabbat Shalom.